That's one of the reasons I quite love the online environment, because you have moments, periods where you can, oh, I don't know about that, and you can walk away and you can come back, and so you don't have to respond right then and there.
And I found personally that is what's best for me, and something my wife has appreciated about my willingness to give some space and then come back at it at a later time. That's helped our communication grow tremendously.
Okay, my name is Kat Gandeza, and I am from St. Petersburg, Florida.
And I am Vince, the significant other of Kat.
Through ties and through the online program, I think I was able to open up more, because in group settings, it's really, really, really hard for me. I think the ties community really created an atmosphere where I felt really respected and that I had something to contribute.
My name is Molly Smith. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I loved the online platform. I actually downloaded it on my phone, and so I would read something at night and then I'd turn it off, and then the next morning I would be prepared to write something back. I'd kind of reflect on it overnight, and really kind of gave me the time to gather my thoughts and not just do this instantaneous speak back. Again, just kind of slow down and really listen, really hear, really ponder what other people were saying before I just jumped in there and responded.
Hi, I'm Aarti. I live in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I'm an early childhood educator. I work with children from 3 to 6 years of age. So our very first seminar was on dialogue. So that was something new to me, because in all the degree programs that I've done, we usually have a mentor or a faculty member, and they're going to deliver lectures. Then we are taking notes, and then we are studying, and then we have tests and assignments. So the whole concept of dialogue was kind of new to me, and it got me hooked on very early. And within 2 months, I was so curious to practice it with everybody around. Okay, I've got to be, I've got to really to get a hang of this.
At Houston Montessori Center, they started to talk about dialogue. That was the intro to it. And then with ties, I really took everything that I learned through Krishnamurti and Bohm, and I tried to implement it and do something different so that I could grow. I was ready. I think I was ready for it. I was ready for something different. And through the dialogues, I kind of found my place. And I think through jumping in, and because of all the respect that was given to everybody, I felt like I do have something that is different and that is unique.
My name is Carolyn Meyer, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's so much good out there. Why not make yourself available and open to that, as opposed to I'm not going to go there, I'm not going to go there. It's like you can learn and grow. And I think that's when I started finding myself growing and stretching and realizing, too, that was affecting my classroom presence. And one of the things I thought about from my spiritual background, there's a scripture that says if you, it's something to the effect that you hold on to self, then it's basically you lose out. But if you let go of self, then you gain. And that's probably butchering the scripture specifically, but it just reminded me of that. It's like when I hold on to me, then I lose out. But when I embrace, then I gain so much more.
Within 6 months of actually doing this program, I could see a change in the way I spoke with people, in the way I listened to people, in the way I respected everybody around me. So I think that is true spirituality. As an adult, it's very transformative, and when we transform, I think we take it within ourselves to the classroom.
Okay, so I'm Catherine Hofstetter, and currently I live in Isla Mirada, Florida, in the Florida Keys. You know, I have a very poignant point in the TIES program, and just about a year ago, adolescence is very tumultuous time for children or humans as they develop. They're not seeking paternal, maternal, bonding. They're going in the complete opposite direction. They're feeling very erratic. And last year, both my son and my daughter had some serious kind of intrapersonal conflicts with themselves, and I thought I would leave the program. And Dr. Gang said, well, let's really look at this closely in the development of the adolescent and what's happening with you as the parents. And let's look at some of the resources that we've been studying, and then let's relook and see if that's really what is necessary. And when I really looked at all of the materials, such as Krishnamurti and a very specific film, Finding Joe, and when I looked at those, I thought, no, I must continue this journey. I must finish.
I just think the whole process has been very enlightening. I think that it's something that it's more than I ever expected. It is more than I ever thought would come out of this program. It's been life-changing. It completely changes the way that you think. It changes the way that you act and react. It kind of bleeds out. It's not just me going through the program. It's the people around me. My community has kind of caught on to some of the things that I've learned. So I feel like I'm creating this great little environment around me as well. So
The biggest impact was not felt by me, but it was felt by my wife and my girls. From the first time that we dialogued online, on Dialogue, that book, and then the one after on Chaos, those two books really set off that internalizing part for me, where it wasn't about what anyone else was doing at that point anymore. It was about any changes that were going to happen weren't going to happen because of these other people fixing themselves.
Would you say, okay, so I always
have to-
think
yeah.
I am a better listener now.
For sure. Yeah, she's always been very opinionated, and usually that's because she's right. But now, no, she's super interested in hearing the reasons why, or the reasons behind maybe I am how I am, or my views on certain things. Yeah, it's definitely opened her up more to wanting to know both sides of the story type of thing. Although she's usually still right.
I think when I started the TIES program, I was clueless as to what we were doing. So when we first started the readings, I was going, what does this have to do with anything with Montessori education? And so I would definitely encourage people to just sit back and enjoy the ride, that it will all come together and it will make sense and it will change you.
When I read On Dialogue and the 7 Life Lessons of Chaos, my first thought was, I thought this was a Montessori master's program. Like, where are the Montessori books? Then slowly, and I think it's all happened to you as well, I began to realize that Montessori education is also integrated, and that there is chaos in the classroom. There are shoes that are untied, and there are children that have problems. And I think if Maria Montessori were sitting with us, she would say, yeah, you read those books. They will help you with your life. It is truly an integrated program, and that's, to me, really, that sort of makes all the difference.
I think what I was attracted to with Endicott and with TIES is nature and ecology and understanding something that I love so much. And TIES had every class was all integrated, and it all had something that was what I was interested in.
My name is Rosemary Prosperi. I have a family of 3 children and a husband. They're all tweens or teens, so life in my house is quite busy. it is a spiritual journey as much as it is an academic one, in that it really does bring you into your own sentiment of who you are as a sentient being and how are you with others. It's so integrated with life that it becomes the parts that make up life, and not so much just a subject of study or a mindset, or it really changes your disposition as a human being.
It's going to be probably the best education in its true sense that you're ever going to get. You're going to be truly educated in the sense that you're going to be liberated from your old self. You're going to find a new self in you, and in that sense, it's going to be a whole new start to your life. And it's not limited to Montessorians. So anybody who's in this field of education, maybe in different other administrative positions or anything it might be, I think I would tell them that after completing the TIES program, they're going to be a changed person. And that change is going to be very positive, and it's going to, well, they're going to be happy, I think. That's the main reason anybody should enroll in the program.
I think the program validated like what I want in this lifetime, like what I want for society and the human species. Like I want us to be something really great, and I think like TIES really like helps you see that we are. Everything is exactly as it should be, that we're doing what we are supposed to be doing.